presented by Seat77.com. As always, Dave Dabbah is coming to you live from the Super Plus Seat 77 broadcast studio in the heart of Silicon Valley. Now, Dave Dabbah.
North America, welcome to the Dave Dabbah Big Show. Coming up on today's Big Show, I've got Draymond Green. I've got Spike Lee all dressed up as if it was Halloween, wearing his Charles Oakley uniform. But today we begin with the four-letter word, golf. That's right, I'm actually kicking off today's Big Show, and I said I'd never do it, but I'm making an exception. And the reason I'm making the exception, and it has nothing to do with the fact that Jordan Spieth won the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am tournament a little earlier in the day and walked away with just under $1.3 million. Nope, it's not that. The reason I'm kicking today's show off with that four-letter word in sports called golf is because Jordan Spieth did what a bunch of athletes have not in the past had the guts to do. And he was at a press conference a little earlier in the week in Pebble Beach, and he was being asked to sign a bunch of things by what he calls professional autograph seekers. And he called them scum. And Jordan Spieth, sir, you are correct. These are the same guys that were in their mid-30s, early 40s, and went to the Lord of the Rings premiere on Lord of the Rings premiere night all dressed up in whatever those people wore to those Lord of the Rings premieres. And you know who I'm talking about. Those are the same people that travel around from sporting event to sporting event trying to get professional athletes to sign things. And they ruin it for little Johnny. Because there's little Johnny, and he wants to have his favorite athlete get something signed, and he's standing behind 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, people that went to the Lord of the Rings premiere all dressed up, and it's wrong. So happy that Jordan Spieth actually called those people out on it. Now, he went on to win the big tournament earlier today, won by like 4 or 5 strokes. This was his 9th win in 100 starts on the PGA Tour. Now, I thought about this for a second, and I did a little bit of research. And I said, I wonder how many wins Tiger Woods had in his first 100 tournaments. Okay, so now wait for it. 28 wins in his first 100 tournaments. Look, Jordan Spieth is on his way to a Hall of Fame career with 9 wins, 2 majors in those wins, and he's only played in 100 tournaments so far. Jordan definitely on his way to a Hall of Fame career, but this just puts it in perspective for us all. For those of us that grew up watching Tiger Woods play, 28 wins in 100 tournaments. All right, North America, I want to hear what you have to say about the scum of the earth. Those people that went to and go to sporting events trying to profit off of professional athletes. Info at Seat77.com. I want to hear from you, North America. All right, so moving on now. And this has just been a wacky week in New York. Now, earlier in the week on the Big Show, we covered Phil Jackson. Then we covered the melee that went down when Charles Oakley got kicked out and arrested, and then like a couple days later, they're back at MSG, and the fans are chanting Oakley's name, and they're booing James Dolan, and it's just absolutely brilliant. And then Spike Lee earlier today shows up in a Charles Oakley outfit, and it's not even Halloween. Absolute mad respect for Spike Lee for doing that. But what was even more unbelievable than that was the New York Knickerbockers actually beat the San Antonio Spurs at MSG earlier today. Look, I cannot figure out what is going on in the NBA this year, because when you hit those tier 2 through tier 4 teams in the NBA, It's anybody can win on any given day right there. But for San Antonio to go into New York and lose that game, just disgraceful, Popovich. I'm telling you, just absolutely disgraceful. Okay, and last story of the weekend for you all. Wanted to kind of touch on this a couple days ago, but we got a little backed up on the big show. But Draymond Green, and we should note how unbelievably impressive this particular triple-double was. Because it wasn't a triple-double that included points. It was a triple-double that included steals. Think about it, 10 steals in a single game, and you end up with a triple-double, and the other two components of the triple-double aren't points. Congrats to Draymond Green, rebounds and assists, if you're wondering. But congrats to Draymond Green, just absolutely unbelievable. Listen, the best glue player in the NBA today is Draymond Green. And if the NBA were smart, when they get around to voting for who ends up in their Hall of Fame, there should be a category for glue players, because Draymond Green is just one of those guys that might not have the stats to make it into the NBA, but he's got the glue. That's all I'm saying, North America. All right, tell me what you think. Info at seat77.com. I want to hear from you, North America. Big week of shows coming up next week. Super excited about that. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, the SoundCloud, Spreaker. Our big iTunes channel is, of course, blowing up, and we are on iHeartRadio. I cannot wait to see what else goes on with Charles Oakley next week and the New York Knickerbockers, as that saga hopefully will continue to heat up. All right, North America, for the Dave Dabbah Big Show, I am Dave Dabbah, reminding you that not everyone can be a champion, Ron Rivera, but everyone, and I do mean everyone, can act like one can. And good luck, North America, because in this era of Donald Trump being your president, you're going to need it.